Yo, we back, and the finale has come to Cobra Kai. It is over, and I'm sad to see it go for real, but I'm here to go over it. So y'all ready to eat?
Muy bien.
Alright then, let's get into it. So we start off and we at that boy Kwan's funeral after he got packed up at the Saikai Taikai. And I can't lie, I don't know how to take this.
I fucking miss you.
I might just have to put bro on my bio, LLK. But they have Kwan's funeral and we skip to the announcer and he at the spa getting himself a good massage. And the lady stop and the announcer get up and see this dude. But I mean,
are you surprised? Why is that so why is that so mind-blowing?
I swear when he wants something, this pull up like these.
You two fuckers just made the biggest mistake of your lousy career.
Then when he get what he want, he turn into
one of Satan's greatest soldiers.
But they chatting it up and Silver want the tournament back on. So with a little bit of convincing, the announcer says yes, but all the senseis have to agree too. But we back to Kreese and them and they start talking about going back into the tournament. And Kim's grandfather pull up and say, no discussion, we spin back for our dead mans. And my damn, what old man can have so much hate in his heart to spin back to catch a body on kids over karate? But he talking about getting Yoon souped up to get ready for the drill he about to go on. And he pull out a scroll with a new move inside of it. And this move consists of digging into your opponent's under rib. And now Yoon up and he about to practice on the dummy. And Kim's grandfather basically say, no dummy, you get someone off the sideline. And he chooses one. And Kim's grandfather tells him to start the practice.
You digging in me, you digging in me, you digging in me.
Hit harder.
You digging, go ahead, man.
And we back to Silver and he on his boat and he get a call that not all the senseis want to go through with it. And he already know who that is. That Daniel. So he head to the valley and we pan back to Kreese and them and he tell Kim's grandfather they not going to the Saikai Taikai and that he already sent Yoon away. And Kim's grandfather say, man, fuck no, give me my knife back. And Kreese leaves. And Kim's grandfather tells her, I am tired of him. You want my place? Slime him out tonight. Huh? And I'm convinced this old man was hanging with 2012 King Kong. Cause who has this much murder on their mind? But we back to Johnny and someone asks him to test drive them. And he hop in and it's this nigga. Silver. So he kidnap him, threaten him, and tell him to convince Daniel or he crash in his whip. And Johnny agrees and Silver gives him his card and leaves. All this over karate, by the way. But now we at Daniel crib and Johnny arrived with Silver and they talking to convince Daniel to agree. And Silver basically say, this is all he got. He don't got no family, no kids, no nothing. And he say, there'll be no cheating. They got the refs and they basically setting up the whole thing. And you know that boy capping, something is going to happen. And now the Saikai Taikai is back on. And it's the same matchups before everything went loose. Robby versus Axel, Tory versus Zara, and Sam versus no one cause she dropped out. And they all training Robby inside of a VR simulation learning Axel's moves. So he'll be ready for him this time.
Leave me alone!
And Tory and Sam is out of an abandoned gym from one of the old All Valleys. And we pan back to Kim and she on timing. She got a knife and she ready to slime Kreese out. So she's sneaking up and walk up and plot twist. Gotcha! She came to slime out her grandfather. You come to slime me out? Your own grandfather? Take your best shot. So Grams get up and start whipping her, serving her up a mean beating and grab her by the neck and she start getting flashback and she break free and punch him in the throat, then chop his rib and start digging.
My gosh, it burned!
And she done killed bro. All of this over karate, by the way. But now we are finally at the day of the Saikai Taikai. And it's Robby and Axel once again. And in Robby corner, they done updated Chosen. Got him talking about some lock in. But he ready. And we go to Axel corner and Wolf and Silver saying they got this in the bag for surely. But if they get close, do the exact thing he said he wouldn't do. But they face up and start. And Axel coming in with 2 kicks. With one getting blocked and one weave. And Robby hit a random flip. When Axel is clearly going low. Up in here like Tobey Maguire. Hitting random flips. And now Robby blocking everything, remembering everything he learned inside of the simulation. And spin and kicks, scoring the first point on Axel the entire Saikai Taikai. And Axel pull out something new that the simulation did not include. And he coming with the elbow uppercut, backhand, overhand, block, push, and a palm punch, scoring. And then Axel pull out a whole new arsenal, blocking all of Robby's strikes and elbowing him. and get down low and kick him, and it's blocked, and he kicks again, scoring another point, and rolls, jumps, and hits him with something mean, but it's blocked, and Axel start ragdolling Robby, manhandling him for real, and blocking everything, and palm punches him again, ending it 6-1, and they go to their corners, and Axel happy coming back, and Wolf see that and slap the taste out that nigga mouth, and tell him don't let him score again, and Robby corner giving him a boost, telling him to not give up and leave it all out there, and they head back in and start and Axel manhandling him once again, applying the most amount of pressure to Robby, and Robby slips up and gets caught with the elbow, and Axel tried going for another, and Robby whipped that boy up something mean, scoring another point of his own, and after that Robby started getting cooked trying to go in for another, getting a point scored on him, then his kick gets caught, and he spin kicks Axel, scoring another point. And Axel start tweaking cause he know if he don't, he finna get slapped again. And he coming with a kick and a Superman punch. And Robby returns the favor with the elbow and a jumping spin kick. And Axel answers back with the same thing. Then they go in again. So they both start off going block for block. And Axel sees the point. Then they go back to blocking everything coming from each other. And they twist up and Robby gets free and jump and spins and kicks Axel, got that boy Robby with a smirk on his face. And they head back to their corners. And Robby corner hyping him up. And Axel corner coming straight like this. Say, if you don't score this point, I'ma break your fucking toilet, boy. Come back with no points and I'ma break your shit. Just kidding, they tell that boy break Robby leg. And he go through with it, making that boy Robby let out that anime scream. And that done flipped something in Miguel. But that boy Robby out, and he go out in a humble way. But Axel gets moved to the finals by Robby being out. And if there's somehow a replacement for Quan, Axel will just win. And now we have skipped to the second day. Sam has quit, and Miyagi-Do is out. And Cobra Kai is still left. And they haven't named a boys captain to replace Quan. So Axel takes the boys championship.
Psych a lot!
And turns out Cobra Kai has named a new captain. And we pan to the tunnel and out walks the GOAT and that boy Johnny. And they got the OGs back and it's time to cook. So we skip to the official day of the last final fights. And it's Tory versus Zara. And they face up and start. And Tory coming with strike after strike. And Zara weaving everything. And Tory leave herself open and catch a punch with Zara scoring the first point. And Tory getting cooked. She itching for a point, got her crawling for it. And Tory start getting overwhelmed and Zara see that and proceeds to score 4 points on her with ease.
You got it.
And time is called. And Johnny tell her she need to cool off. And Zara just trying to bait her. Then Robby walk up and say give him a second. And she telling him she already know what he gonna say. And he say no, that is not what he was finna say. And he just says I love you. And they kiss.
It should have been me, not him. It's not fair.
And she just locks in. So it is official. They both is some sick.
It should have been me. It should have been me.
And they both walk up and start with Tory on defense. Usually she trying to murder her opponent, but okay. And Zara strike first, and Tory just moving, weaving, and blocking, and answering back every time she throw. And they throwing straight hands. Tory catch Zara with a kick, scoring her first point, and start applying pressure and backhand her, scoring another point. And Zara spin back, and Tory block all of her strikes, and she weave a kick, and spin back, and kick Zara in the face, scoring 10 points, knocking her down. And Zara get up with some more strikes, and they grab each other up, and Zara catch a kick from Tory back, and Tory spin her around, and kick her again. Got Silver talk about some get up, and Zara get up with some more strikes, and miss. And Tory end up behind her, and set her up, and flip, and knock her bottom row clean out, winning her match. And I am so glad that Simfest is over with, cause it's time for the man, the myth, the legend, Miguel Diaz. And I'm already knowing he finna cook with all the stuff he been through. From the Blade incident, all the way back to the Railing incident. Pause. But dude back already been broken. All the way from the first Saikai carrying me fraud though. But we skip and Miguel getting himself a little boost for real. And Axel see that and that got him angry. But we skip to Daniel and he inside the lobby. And Silver on his Thanos timing, talking like if he win this tournament, everybody in the world gonna bow down to him. It's just a karate tournament. But he frying Daniel up, telling him how Axel is going to do Miguel in terribly. And Daniel respond with,
Haven't you heard? Cobra Kai never dies.
And Silver walk off, stone face, got him mad as hell. And now we to the fight and the tension is high, so they hop on the mat and they face up and start. And Miguel kick but miss, and Axel misses well, and Miguel punch him, scoring the first point. And this is when I realized Miguel is back. That Aaron the Plumber mentality has really kicked in.
Run that fade, win, lose, or draw.
You on
like
that.
Pokemon, I gotta catch them all.
So he jump up and kick and it get blocked, and kick again and miss, and sweep and Superman punch, and spin and backhands, scoring another point. Boy, when I seen this, just the motion had me jumping out my seat, like I seen LeBron dunking. And Axel throw something, and Miguel block, and Axel get the upper hand, and swing and miss. Then Miguel swing and miss too. Then Axel kick and miss, and then he throw a knee. Then Miguel start walking him down with strikes, and a leg kick, and they start going strike for strike, weave for weave. And Axel start manhandling my boy, and Miguel get loose and elbow him and kick him, scoring 2 points. Then Axel come in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikes. And Miguel kicks him, scoring himself 5 points in total. And time is called. And we pan to Axel's side, and Silver talk about some flips, some switching him, like he's some type of Winter Soldier. And they both come back in and start with them both swinging, but nothing connecting. And then Axel catch Miguel with a kick, scoring himself his first point. Looked like Doctor Strange knocked his soul up out of him. But they start going block for block, and then Axel hit him and kicks and spins and kicks him again. And Miguel just started fending for his life out there and gets kicked, getting Axel another point. And Axel run, jump, and hammer kick him. Got that boy Miguel looking like he don't know where he at. Got my boy dazed. But Axel get himself 10 points, and time is called. And we pan to Miguel's corner, and Johnny gives him a heartfelt speech. And Miguel ready to go back in. And we pan to Axel corner, and they just pressing bro, telling him to make this quick. And Wolf tell him to break Miguel's back the next time he pivots. And Axel let Wolf know he don't got a Merc bro to win. He can beat him. And Wolf says no, finish this. And Wolf and Silver give bro the death stare. So he back on the mat, and Axel come in with 2 strikes. And Miguel weave and get a flashback from his first training. Then he starts blocking everything Axel throw and punch him. Got bro leaking, scoring the first point of the round. And he starts striking, and he getting flashbacks from his old trainings and fights. And he pivots, and Wolf points it out, and Axel decides to spare him and sweeps. And he catch a spinning sideways kick, scoring Miguel another point. And Axel come in, and Miguel start moving and come back in with strike after strike, and spin kicks him, scoring another point. And come in striking some more and blocking and swing him and knee him. And he gets flipped and does the flip he did over Kyler. Then Miguel and Axel do the kick that Hawk and Miguel did at the old tournament. Then Miguel starts pulling out moves he did on Hawk when they fought inside the forest, and spins him and scores another, and jumps and spins and kicks him. And he gets tied with Axel. And then he jumps up and hits him with the final kick, knocking him down and winning. And now, this is usually where I would end off the video, but I got y'all for whoever didn't watch the last one. So here y'all go. We skip and they letting everybody know who the champions are. And they find out there's been a tie between Cobra Kai and the Iron Dragons. And come to find out, the announcer has brought a new thing to the Saikai Taikai. If it ends up a tie between 2 dojos, there will be a tiebreaker. And that only means one thing. Johnny and Wolf about to rerun they fate.
Leave me alone!
And I know that boy Johnny shaking in his boots. Cause what Wolf did to him in Barcelona. And I'm not gonna cap. If they said I had to fight Wolf, I'm going to jail. Cause
I'm about to fight you. That shit gonna be like, and I'm gonna have to give you 2 warning shots just to get you up off me anyway.
But we skip to the day of it. Johnny has been training and he ready to whoop dude. And Wolf coming mid-mirror flick up. And he walks in with the pure motive to put fear in bro's heart. And I know that Crash Out and Johnny just wanna.
Both y'all niggas, bro. Y'all, bro, both. What? Bro, on everything I love. Nigga, I do this shit. Come on.
But I'm not gonna lie, Johnny. You got another Crash Out across from you.
Your time has come.
There's no way out of this one.
But they talk and Wolf bring up Johnny newborn baby.
I'm like, what he say fuck me for?
And he tell him she gonna become a loser just like him. So Johnny obviously crash out going for a punch. And he gets caught and he get put into a lock. And Wolf let him know he gonna save him for the mat and push him into a lock. And had that nigga Johnny walk into the mat in straight fear.
I ain't gonna lie. You Mac niggas is different as hell, nigga. Niggas just pulled up on me over here and told me dance for my life, bro.
But we on the mat now and Wolf and Johnny start heading out. And they face up and Wolf really got Johnny in utter fear. And they start with Johnny coming in with 8 strikes with them all getting blocked and weaved. And Wolf asked him if that's all he got. And he just started playing with Johnny, weaving, blocking, even taunting him. And he still working him, even overpowering Johnny's strength. And Wolf started applying pressure and start faking him out and kick him, scoring the first point. And we pan to the sideline and Daniel and chose to see that Johnny is scared. But we start the second round and Johnny come in with 3 strikes with him getting weaved and blocked. And he rush in and get pushed behind Wolf and gets a kick to the back of the head. And Wolf gets called for an illegal kick. Then they start again and Wolf gets called again for an elbow to the face. Then the ref calls time due to Johnny bleeding. And we get to the sideline and they asking what's happening. And Johnny basically responds with,
It was like a 2-piece. Foo pop. Foo pop. Foo up. He giving me some decent up. Bro, I'm steady getting up on him trying to grab him. He whoosh. Up, run it back up. Whoosh. Up, run it back. Whoosh.
And we back to it and they face up and start and Wolf coming with a bunch of kicks and spins and kicks Johnny right at the start. Then we pan to the sideline and Chosen and Daniel call a timeout for Johnny. And they give him a pep talk and tell him stop being scary and let out that crash out. And they start back up again. And Johnny coming with punch after punch and Wolf still think he running some. And Johnny kicked him, scoring his first point. And then Wolf then brought out the prime Johnny and he ready to teach him some.
Us. Woo. Talking lame shit.
And they start the next round and they hit it for real, going toe to toe with each other and grip up each other, and the ref breaks them up. And they start again with Wolf applying pressure and overwhelming Johnny and illegal kicks him to the side. And they start back up again and Johnny act hurt and moves to the side and kick, scoring another point, tying it up. And Daniel calls in the last timeout and tells Johnny if he wants to win this, he gotta switch to Miyagi though. And they face up and Wolf start getting ready to cook, bro. And Johnny see Wolf got him set up like how Daniel had him. So he backs off and switches to Miyagi-Do and lets Wolf come to him. And he trips him and goes for the finish and gets tripped himself and pops back up and is about to get punched but blocks and then backhands him, winning the whole thing. And that is when they really put my boy Johnny back in the field one last time. And now we'll have to wrap it up, folks. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm trying to get back on my grind and grinding this, and it will happen soon. I got y'all. But until then, I'm MJW, signing out. Peace.
Don't say nothing when I get rich, don't say nothing. My fault, she giving up the bun. When she gave me head, that was too fun. About you, I don't give 2 fucks. Pull up all white, be my cool pucks. I stand on business with no tuck. Finna drop the album, that's the dealer. Ain't snitching, nigga, I ain't seen none.